get that traffic early to put you in a spot to let the offense move?
Man, he was really good. That was fun to watch him do his thing today. He continues to. That's part of the identity of this group is we're going to have to continue to get better every time out, and that goes for all facets of the game. Our approach, offensively, what we do on the bases, we have to learn from it, and every week, every month, be better than we were. So to see Libby go out there and continue to pitch through some of that stuff and get out of it, one, feeling his position on that bunt was pretty sick. That's a tough play. Not many pitchers pull that one off. But then the way he used his stuff was awesome. Beat some guys with the fastball. Some of the guys that are overly aggressive, even when he got behind in counts, didn't give in. Threw some good 2-0 changeups, 2-1 sliders. But overall, his mix was really good. Was able to beat some guys out of the zone and beat some guys in the zone. So phenomenal job, especially against this lineup. That's a tough one, man. You go Turner, Harper, Schwarber, Castellanos all the way through. Sosa against lefties does a really nice job. You really don't have a break, and for him to go through the way he did, very impressive.
You mentioned it, but the mix today with being so aggressive on the slider, is that just a response to the way that they're going to swing the bat and kind of get that fastball early?
Yeah, you're gonna. And you talk about it a lot on the offensive side, like the way you beat Nola is different than the way you're gonna have to beat Wheeler, different than the way you're gonna have to approach Sanchez. And what he did today was specific to one of the ways that you're gonna have to pitch in order to get through that lineup, and he did a nice job of executing.
Although I think Libby was at 57 pitches through 3 innings. How did you see him just kind of keep that pitch count down to get through that traffic and kind of keep them moving?
Yeah, I mean, got some quicker outs after that, which helped. It just continued to, when it comes to executing the game plan that they talked about prior to the game, he was exceptional at that, and I'm glad he got rewarded with 6 innings of no runs because he stuck to it and did a really nice job with it.
In the first 3 innings, he had 6 full counts. What does that say about the way he handled the maturity you've seen from him in giving this role?
I feel like he's not sped up. You're starting to see that with some of our guys, and that's the next step in their careers is being able to kind of, regardless of situation, count, kind of stay even keel, and he did a nice job of that.
It's a well-pitched series across the board for your staff. What do you make about the collective effort from your 3 starters this series?
They did a nice job, a really nice job against a good team. So you look at what's going to be needed, and I just mentioned that it's just continuing to get better every time out and learning from the days that don't go well. It's going to be really important for this year, and I feel like our guys continue to do that. But impressive, all of our starters. Yeah.
We talked about yesterday. Wilson wasn't very happy sitting on Friday, but since then he has 4 hits, he has 2 doubles, he has a home run.
Yeah.
Does it pay off? I mean, taking those steps to make sure guys fresh along the long journey.
Yeah, that's the hope when you do it, is that they can have a breather and then come back and feel good about it. But I'm proud of that dude. The way he's handled the down part of the beginning of this year has been impressive. Especially, you know what type of player you have on your hands. He's an emotional guy who gets extremely competitive and frustrated, and the way he's handled not starting the way he wanted to start has been, other guys have noticed, and that's a good thing. You want that modeled by your best guys in that clubhouse, and he's done a nice job of that. Seeing him get rewarded with the way he swung it today was awesome. Or not awesome. I mean, this is a guy that's been grinding and just took some really good swings today as well. So it's good to see both those guys come through the way they did today.
That's what I was going to ask about. Was Arenado from your vantage point? What did you see in the way he approached the at-bats and the swings?
Yeah, really good conversation. I was able to sit in on him and Brownie talking through some things and just what they wanted to stick to moving forward. And it's good to see guys continuing to commit to the process and stay even keel even when it's not going well. And today was part of that, but some really positive swings. He did what he wanted with the bat today. His body was in a better spot. So both those guys continuing to look like that, it's fun. Yeah.
Small sample size, obviously, with the season, but in many of your wins this year, Arenado was a key dude offensively, and that's kind of why you pay him
for
you pay him and all.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you, just in general, what have you seen with Arenado this season when he's going good? Cardinals season.
He's going to do his thing, man. I feel really positive about where he's at and where he's headed and the way he's working towards that. So it's a matter of time before we see both those guys, Nolan and Contreras, kind of just let loose. So I have zero concerns about it. Yeah.
How did you want Wilson to spend that day off Friday? Was it flats and no swing?
Yeah, it was. I'm not going to use you. Just relax. Don't think about baseball, and then you lose Mason in the first, and you're like, this could be a National League game from the very get-go. So that's part of the reason we slid in Pozo there and not let the pitcher hit and have him to worry about that. But I wanted him to just take the time to just, hey, you're off today. Don't worry about coming into this game. Yeah.
How much of that was just workload management? How much of that was him wearing the start?
Yeah, if you ask him if that's what he wants, he's gonna tell you no. Like, I'm gonna get loose in the 5th and use me in the 7th, but you have to just tell him like you're off today. That's just the way he's wired, and I want him to continue to be wired that way. But sometimes you just have to take it out of his hands. And but no, he's done a nice job, man. He really has.
Ollie, you guys are 6-3 at home. The more you win here, do you think that can help re-energize the fan base? They come down, they have a good experience, good win.
Yeah, that's how that works, right? I mean, you want to see good baseball, and our job is to do exactly that. So we got a good group of young guys that are pushing forward the right way. They're playing the game the right way, and that's what hopefully gets honored down the road, is that these guys are going about it in a way that's meaningful, impactful, and that's lasting, you know. So yeah, hopefully that's what draws people to want to watch these guys. But I can't ask for more from what these guys are doing and the way they're approaching the game on a daily basis. So I'm proud of them. Yeah.